Hello and good evening. Thank you for joining us. It's Friday night and you've tuned in to Isolation with Andrew Pugsley. This is the completely improvised show where I, along with an amazing guest from somewhere in the world, make up a short film completely improvised on the spot to your suggestions, all with the musical accompaniment of Duncan Walsh-Atkins. If you've watched the show before, thank you very much for coming back. If this is your first time, thank you for coming here for the first time. As you may know, if you're a regular watcher, you can give suggestions all the way through the show here on Facebook in the comments feed. Type whatever you would like to see, and we will scan the suggestions as we make up the story and include, I don't know, some of them, hopefully, as long as we're not too distracted by making up a story. Let's just check that Duncan Walsh-Atkins, who, as our resident musical genius, will be playing underscore and playing songs all the way through the show tonight. Let's check that you're there. Duncan, can you give us a tinkle? Beautiful. It's more than a tinkle. That was a full-on fanfare. Beautiful. The one week that I forgot to check if Duncan check Duncan's feed was the one week where it had disconnected somehow. So I make sure I do that religiously from now on. Lovely. Tonight's guest is not only amazing, but also has the credit of being the most distant guest we've ever tried to connect up with on Isolation. She's 5,000 miles away, which is completely impossible that one could make up a story, excuse me, with someone who is 5,000 miles away. So what could possibly go wrong? So I'm delighted to have on the show the amazing Amy Shostak. Hey, Amy, how are you doing tonight?
Hi, Andrew. Great to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us. And it's because of the distance you're away. It's you're doing a spot of lunchtime improv, aren't you?
Yes, it's high noon here. Just got up, had a shower, had breakfast and a coffee, and doing some improv.
Amazing, lovely. So I can see we got tons of comments in the feed already. Let's have a look at them. Amy, is there anything that strikes your fancy? So, actually, say before that, what kind of things inspire and excite you when we're talking about improv suggestions? What kind of things do you like to see?
Well, I love suggestions that remind me of something in my life. I don't know why,
Nice.
but those are the ones that always stick out to me the most. And I also like ones that, there's some in here. I feel like your fans are very mischievous and very sweet because there's a lot of really delightful suggestions in here.
Yeah, lovely. What would you like the look of?
Well, the one that struck me, I think there's a few that are kind of in the same realm. High in the Rocky Mountains.
Nice, very nice. In
Like
honor
I
of tonight's Canadian guest.
Yes, and also the an icy reception at an ice hotel.
Nice.
Those kind of seem to fit together to me.
Yeah, very
Um,
nice.
what about you? What do you like?
Yeah, I like that. I can see that. Oh, I've just seen a classic Bethany Weston suggestion: an infinite treehouse.
Oh.
Delightful. That's full on. Got some character names. I
Mhm.
saw Bernard and Cheryl, and also Suki and Hector.
Yes.
Try and remember those. The Trans-Pacific Rail. Um, uh, Claire Westwood says, "Yes, we are delightful. Yes, you are all delightful." Yeah, lovely. Okay, what is there any of these that do you think might make a nice title for this evening show, Amy?
Mm. Suki, High in the Rocky Mountains.
Suki High in the Rocky Mountains. Fantastic. Okay. I'd now like you to fill for a short amount of time whilst I type that into my system here, Amy. Suki High in the Rocky Mountains.
Perfect. Well, one really awesome thing, I don't know how many of the viewers have been to the Rocky Mountains, but they are amazing and massive. And not to get too political, but right now the government of Alberta is trying to do some coal mining on the
Oh,
top of the mountains.
gosh. Okay. You didn't know that tonight's story may be an expose, but we'll find out. Okay, great. We are all ready. Duncan, if you'd be kind enough to launch the overture for tonight's episode of improvisation, Suki, High in the Rocky Mountains. Can't believe we can connect over this distance. That looks. I can more or less make you out. The signal's not great.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Wow. Oh my. Suki, that's breathtaking.
I can't believe that there's a signal up here. I'm 3,000 meters above sea level.
Wow, it just looks completely white behind you. A complete just wall of snow, I guess.
Yeah. It took me a while to get up here. I got a lot of layers on, packed a snack, packed a bunch of water, and yeah, made it to the top of Mount Robson.
Mount Robson. I'm so proud of you, Suki.
Thanks, Hector.
I,
you've always told me to follow my dreams.
Well, yeah, I remember the first time we met, you told me Mount Robson had your name on it. At the very first day we met, and there you are right now.
Well, not literally. Mount Robson has somebody else's name on it. But right now, I'm the only name on it.
Yeah,
There's no one else up here.
You mark my words, Suki. One day, this will be known as Mount Suki. Better or worse? I mean, for better. I hope. No, definitely better. This will be known as Mount Suki, and for better.
Who would have thought? A teacher from a small town in northern Saskatchewan could have done this all by herself.
Yes. You have climbed, and you have sought, and you have grasped a trophy, and any path that you care to take, I know that you will go. And you have strode, and you have ridden on every crested wave. And Suki, you know just how it is, and how a hero must behave.
I have climbed, and I have soared, and I have crested the peak. And I have persevered in times when I did feel so weak. But now I stand, I see the vista, I see the sky so blue. And now I know the reason that I made it here was you.
Me, Suki? That's a remarkably kind thing for you to say.
Well, Hector, I know you're 5,000 miles away, but you inspired me to come up here, to do this, to really do this.
Oh, well, that tickles my heart to hear you say so. And I'll be here, just the other end of the international satellite system, or whatever tomfoolery makes these calls work. I'll be here every step of the way. I believe in you, Suki.
I believe in me too.
Oh, you have strode, and you will win, and you will conquer the peak. For Suki knows that she will find whatever she dares to seek.
I have found a part of me that I did not know existed, and I will stand and I will enjoy this moment that I have made.
For you are now on top of the world, and you will be free. So take this opportunity, oh brave, wonderful Suki. Hello out there. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Where's your voice coming from? Who's speaking to me?
Sorry, I'm just look yonder. I'm just a couple of meters down the crevasse to your left. Can you? I'm sorry.
You've fallen.
I may have got myself a little bit stuck down here. Here in the crevasse in Mount Robson.
You tourists. You're always coming up here and overextending yourself.
Oh yes. I'm afraid I'm in rather a spot of bother, wouldn't you know? You look like a very experienced climber.
Sure, yes. Here, let me throw a rope down. Here you are.
Ribbit. Yes. Okay. Now I have a rope. Jolly nice of you.
All right. You know what you got to do now?
I mean, I have a horribly suspicious feeling you're going to suggest I climb up this rope.
What were you doing up here without proper equipment? Huh?
You know the beauty of the great outdoors. Why does anyone climb a mountain? Hey, because it's there. It's splendorous, and because there are legends of ice frogs.
Ah.
Ribbit.
You seek the ice frogs?
Well, I've heard tell. Yes, heard tell. Lots of whispers on the breeze. You know, you must know. You must know all the stories of the ice frogs. You with your very impressive gear you have there.
People come here looking for the ice frogs all the time, but few find them. They'll only show themselves to those who know the mountain.
And you know the mountain? You're one of them?
Let me pull you up here.
Okay, coming. I can't thank you enough, mysterious stranger.
You're welcome, Bernard.
Bernard, yes, I'm Bernard. Yes.
Bernard.
You read it on my pack.
Put your name on your pack. Suggests you're willing to lose it.
Oh gosh, that's very profound. Yes. I'm never going to put my name on anything ever again, for I do not mean to lose anything ever again.
Exactly. Come with me to my cabin, just up the valley there. Past the trickling stream and up the crevasse and over the pass. I have a small lodge there that I maintain. If you really want to meet the ice frogs, then you need to spend some time out here.
This is remarkably tempting, mysterious stranger. I'll come with you.
Let's take that name tag right off.
Oh. Very well. I guess now I too am a mysterious stranger, hey?
You're Bernard.
Well, yes. Good point.
I learned your name. Your name is Bernard.
No, you're right. Yes, we can't really take that back.
We can't take it back, no. But I don't have a name.
No. Why are you helping me?
I was once like you, lost with no purpose, seeking something to drive me. I was once like you, confused, purposeless, lost. But then I came up here and felt the frost. I was once like you. I didn't know who I was. And now that I'm here, I know more than myself. The mountain provides. The mountain gives life. The mountain is all you could want.
Well then lead and I will follow. I, Bernard, will go wherever you take me.
Come on.
Then we go wherever the mountain leads. Suki, can you hear me? The signal's a bit worse today, I think.
Yeah, you're cutting up. Can you hear me?
Yes, I think so. More or less.
There's a bit of a delay, Hector. I'm not quite catching what you're saying.
Sorry, I was just. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Are you on the tube? Are you on the subway? Why are you cutting up?
I think it must be your altitude or something strange. I'm just in my apartment as usual.
That's so strange because I was higher yesterday, but the signal's worse down here.
Oh, that's weird.
That's so strange. It feels like. Oh, sorry. What did you say?
No, I was just checking in that you were okay. Tell me everything.
Well, I'm doing well. Yeah, I dug a quincy yesterday.
Quincy.
A quincy, an ice sleeping area.
Oh yes, I know all about quincies.
Yes,
they're ice sleeping areas, I believe.
You dig right into the snow, and you put your sleeping bag right in there, and you make a fire, and it stays so warm. The heat gets trapped in there, and it's so cozy. You know, I had the strangest dreams.
Dreams? How so?
I dreamt of this small land made of ice, where these brilliant creatures ruled and communed and had power and had a whole civilization.
Creatures?
Sorry.
Maybe.
Oh, you're breaking up again.
Oh, sorry. It's just, that sounds bizarre. Maybe it's the lack of oxygen at the altitude and doing funny things to your sleep.
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry, I'm having trouble.
They were small. They were little. They were tiny little things. Tiny little things. Little green things. They were small. Tiny little things. Green little things. Slimy little things. They were small. Small. Tiny little things.
So you're telling me there are tiny little things, tiny little green things up in the sky, in the ice, little tiny green things.
That's right. There were tiny green things, tiny little slimy little tiny green things. One had a crown, one had a cape, tiny little tiny green things.
Sorry, I think the signal's getting worse.
I can't hear.
make sure you...
Hector? I'll try and charge my phone.
Okay, Suki, just know...
Oh.
Just look after yourself, Suki, okay?
Oh my gosh. Hector, can you hear me? There's a door. There's a tiny little door. Tiny green door with a tiny little ice handle. You're gone? Hector!
Ribbit.
You're a frog. You're a frog.
You what were you expecting?
I was expecting normal mountain things.
Hey, come on. We've only just met, okay? You can't just suddenly come in here and impose, like, your own kind of normative decisions and say I'm abnormal. I live in this mountain, right? For me, being a nice frog in a mountain is normal. And I actually think that, having pink skin, maybe that's a bit abnormal. So the first thing you say to me should not be, you are not normal, okay?
I'm sorry. You're completely right. I'm sorry, Mr. Frog, King Frog. You're wearing a crown?
If you care to ask my name, then I could tell you.
My apologies. My name is Suki, and you are?
Pleased to meet you, Suki. My name is His Royal Majesty, Very Sondheim.
His Royal Majesty, Very Sondheim. Nice to meet you. I was so surprised to see the tiny door.
Oh, yes, yeah. It's we try and hide it away. You see, if you make the door too big, then just anyone will come wandering in. The legends and everything, and I only make sure that only the most special people can come inside the tiny door and meet myself, His Royal Majesty.
Wait a minute. I recognize your voice. I dreamt of you.
You had the
last
dream,
night,
did you?
In my Quincy, I dreamt of you and thousands of others like you.
Once, there were hundreds of thousands. Once, these white mountains were almost entirely emerald green. You couldn't move for the sound of rivets. No law. No more.
Way before, thousands of years before, when they always said that it was green, even in the winter. I never understood that before.
Yeah, frogs. Yeah.
It's just
it's
frogs.
Not the first thing you think of, it's just frogs.
It's just frogs. Wow.
Well, you had the dream. You knew somehow to build a Quincy in exactly the right spot. Even though there are others on this mountain, searching and trying to find this very place, you are the one who was drawn to the tiny door.
I've always been called to Mount Robson. I don't know why. I grew up in a totally different area, but I've always been called to come here and come here.
We frogs don't call this place Mount Robson, my dear. No. For us, it is known in the ancient frog tongue, Manta Suki.
Montasuki. I mean,
that's what we call it.
That's a coincidence, right? I'm not some destined person. I'm not meant to be here.
Thus spake every destined person in the history of narratives.
My gosh. Look. Oh. Look at. Oh.
Oh, please. No, come on.
Oh, you're all so sweet. Oh my gosh.
Please, that tickles. All right, come on. No, stop it. I'm a king, all right? I'm a king.
I'm sorry. Well, would it be all right if I slept here for the night? It's getting cold.
Yes. But first you must heed my warning. There are others on this mountain pass that would seek to find the tiny door and that would seek to do you no good. All I ask in return for a night of shelter and security is you keep watch for us.
I will. I'll keep watch. I'll stay up through the night.
You have someone you can trust.
Yes, I do have someone I can trust. My friend Hector. I can see if I can get a signal, maybe call him and chat through the night and maybe introduce him to you if you don't mind.
Well, maybe later. Let's not think about the logistics of that just now. But yeah, it's a good idea. Suki, welcome. The veil has been drawn. Now you know all about the ice frog.
All about Montasuki.
But I tire now. I must sleep. You are on the watch, Suki. Okay?
You can count on me.
This is an extraordinary place you have. Quite extraordinary.
Yes, thank you very much. It took me years to build it with my own 2 calloused hands.
Were they as calloused when they began the adventure, I wonder?
I think you know the answer to that.
Well, then I shall not answer it, but it shall pass unsaid between us, eh?
Bernard, you came up here seeking answers. Seeking who you really are.
I sought exactly those questions, O mysterious stranger. And I sought the legend of the ice frogs and all the other enchantments that one can find so high in the Rockies.
Those enchantments, they are real, but they are cursed.
Not a pretty combination.
The ice frogs, they tried to take over this whole region, and when we came here, we had to send them back to their inner caves, their cave network.
I see. Yes, you performed a vital function, degreening the slopes and making it fit for human exploration.
Exactly. And we hold on to them because they provide us a valuable resource.
A resource?
Yes. You know, people think that all of Alberta is all about oil. But little do they know it's not from the tar sands. It's frog oil.
Frog oil! I knew it. Well, in which case there's, quite the investment opportunity. Just sitting in the ice-cold lakes on these slopes.
Exactly. And you, Bernard, I'm hoping you can help me.
Of course, would you spare a light?
Sorry, what did you say?
I mean, could I have a cigarette too? Is all I'm asking.
Oh, you want a cigarette?
Well, I mean, it was just we sort of got down to talking business, and I sort of, you give me a light too, and then we'll discuss. I thought it might look cool.
Right.
But not if that's
But
if I was crossing a boundary and asking for a cigarette.
Okay. Who thought to pack cigarettes?
You did, oh mysterious stranger.
Yes. Yes. You didn't pack any smokes, even though you're a smoker, which is,
I mean, if anywhere one should pack smoke, it's on a bloody mountain where it's freezing. So no, another lesson you taught old Bernard.
Rip that name off. Pack what you need. There's only one person looking out for you, and it's you, Bernard. It's you.
Okay. A new name-tagless, smoke-packing Bernard is a whole new person. What do you want me to do?
Find a frog. And oil it.
And by oil it, do you mean extract the oil from it, or literally just sort of lubricate it? Yes, you're right. A silly question. I know exactly what you mean. Consider it done. Might I just ask one thing?
What is it?
What is your name, mysterious stranger?
My name is Banthai. It means the antithesis. In an old language lost.
Antithesis. Well, very well. Banthai. I will do as you request.
Oil that frog.
Incredibly bad this time. Are you underground or something?
Can you hear me, Hector? Hector, I've been
barely.
Hector, I have something important to tell you. Something that you won't even believe.
I'm trying.
I'm trying too. I love you.
Sorry, no, no, missed it. Sorry, what? One more time. Are you?
Hector, I love you. I love you. I love you.
Yeah, no, it's cold here. It's very cold. Not as cold as with you. Sorry, maybe we should just try later. I can hardly see you at all now. Oh well, never mind. Wasn't important. I'm sure.
Okay.
But just
no. I'll just try again later. So cold through the night. Such a long, lonely night. Such a gentle night. Such a precious gift. Such a life-affirming night. Oh, Hector, if only I could get through to tell you how I finally feel after all these years and after all this distance, and if only I could tell you about what I've seen today, what I've seen tonight.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, King? Oh.
No, don't need
knocking?
to.
Oh,
Open up this tiny door. I'm in need of shelter. Open up in there. Open up.
it's taken.
Open up.
Someone's-
There's a terrible gale out here, and I'm just a poor innocent person in need of some shelter.
It's only room for one in here. This is a very, very small Quincy. I hope you understand. There's a bunch of snow you can dig in nearby.
Please take pity. I'm but a novice explorer.
Very well. We can share the Quincy. Come in.
I'm indebted to you. Oh, very.
My name is Suki.
And I am. Unimportant who I am. Yes, learn that. That's very good. Yes, no name. Yes, it's very green in here, isn't it?
Yes, it's the Aurora Borealis reflecting back on the snow.
Oh.
Just the northern lights shining down, reflecting.
Okay.
No other reason.
Nothing. Any secret compartments in this little Quincy?
Why are you here?
No particular reason. However, just close up the snow behind me. I don't intend to move until I have what I seek.
Many people come to the mountain seeking enlightenment, seeking time to think. But that is all they should seek. For there are precious things here that not everyone needs to know, nameless stranger.
Give up the frogs, please, and I'll do you no harm.
It says Suki on my backpack.
Ha-ha, mistake! Not meant to do that! I've learned that from the best. That's an A-grade, loser, beginner, schoolgirl error. Ha! Who are you texting?
I'm texting someone who can help. Someone very far away. But someone who might know what to do. He always knows what to do.
Good luck with that.
What are you doing? No. No.
Suki. Oh, this frog? Kingdom in the ice, a tiny door. You need help immediately, and she loves me? What a text message. But I'm thousands, hundreds of thousands of miles away. Yes. Yes, Suki, if you need me, seek to text me, and if you do indeed love me, I will find a way. I am not this country's foremost meteorologist for nothing. Yes, let me get to work. Suki, you have strode, you have conquered, and you will see it through. For this mountain isn't named but for Robson. No, this mountain's now named for you. And I promise, if it is in my power, I will send a little help miles away. And Suki, I may be scared, but you shall make it through this day.
Okay. I know what to do. A whole army. An army of men. An army of men from the past.
You have summoned us. You have summoned us.
Protectors of the mountain. Protectors of Mount Suki.
You are our Ice Queen. Suki has summoned us.
Go, Bernard. Bernard. Whatever your name is. Go back to Banthai and tell him he has lost the battle once more.
No, and I'll have my guts for garters.
The mountain will be green again.
How is this? How is this possible?
It's possible because it's what must be. This beautiful land must be preserved and restored. And we must respect what came before us.
Very well said, yes, very well said. Oh, great Suki. I knew you had it in you. Wow. Look at these. Human hands. Been a long time since I felt these, oh Suki.
I suppose it's been a long time since I've seen them as well. It's all coming back to me.
Yes. My queen. There's a story that they tell of ages past, of how a land was cursed and begreen, and how a king in front of his subjects was deserted by his queen. And it was said in the legends that one day she would return, and she would foil plots insidious, and she'd see the traitors burn.
I finally got you. The signal seems good. And now I'll tell you, just like I should, Hector.
Okay.
You're my protector.
But I feel I'm destined to be disappointed, Suki. If I've not got this whole thing wrong, you've resurrected the ancient frog kingdom and kissed them back into life, and you're in some way the embodiment of his queen. But that's fine. I guess that that's the end of me, and not to worry. I'll just if you don't really love me and want the frogs, that's fine.
Hector, I'm the queen, but I don't have my king. The king frog is my father.
Oh!
But I don't have my frog prince.
I've never left my district before, but I wonder whether it's possible to sort of charter a flight to the slopes of Mount Robson.
You're passing over Canada.
This is the most
shores of
incredible thing. Whoa! This is really quite extraordinary.
Quebec and Ontario. The
My.
prairies of Saskatchewan and Alberta, and now you're landing here, right on the Alberta and BC border, where Mount Robson, where Mount Suki stands proud. Welcome in, Prince Hector.
Suki. This is absolutely incredible. Suki, I'm so pleased you thought to text. Truth is, I've always loved you. I've always been so proud of you, and I know I'm not the adventuring type, and I certainly don't have the magic powers I now see that you have possessed and perhaps always possessed. But,
You're a meteorologist.
Yeah.
We need you here to keep track of the weather and to keep this place safe.
Very well, then I shall do what is ever within my power. Suki, I love you.
I love you, and promise me that if we kiss, you won't turn into a frog.
I'm not a fortune teller, but I know that if we kiss, nothing could be more perfect. Well done, well done. Oh, that's just beautiful. Oh, you've made me such a proud father. You really have. Frogs, assemble and give them all a lovely round of applause. We owe you our lives, Suki.
And I owe you mine. I've always been seeking something And it's this.
Yeah. Same old story for us all, isn't it? What we really want, we find in the most obscure places, be it a tiny little door in a Quincy. So, I guess, there's nothing that could stand in our way now. Nothing. No thing. No one. No person. Happy endings all.
There's always the antithesis.
Banthai. Oh wow, she is scary. Yeah, tell me about it. She's been our nemesis for ages, generations past. What mean you here, Banthai? You're done with. The Frog Kingdom is restored and true love has run true.
I'll just head back to my lodge, to my cabin. I'll be quiet, and I'll disappear for another 400 years.
Simple as that.
But I'll see you again. The world needs oil. The world needs oil.
Banthai, you just... Oh no, you answered. I can't tell if you're coming or going, Banthai. I can't tell if this is a trick. I can't tell. Banthai, come here and. Yeah.
A kiss.
Yes. Secretly a frog as well. I didn't expect that, did you? Well done, Banthai. Come in. There's room for all. You can live with us from now on. Plenty oil left, indeed. Yeah. Wow. I did not expect that. Oh, Suki. I can't believe that true love does indeed seem to have won through.
It does.
And this mountain is restored to its original name in the frog tongue. Montasuki.
Montasuki.
Sometimes there's a mountain to climb, but you can't do it alone. Sometimes there's a hurdle, and it's no use trying on your own. But where there's a will, there's a way. And where there is darkness, there's the tiny chink of day. And where there's my brave Suki, she can click her fingers and bring us all to stay.
When you think you're alone, you never know who's nearby. They might be under the snow, or they might visit from the sky. When you feel you're alone, trust someone's there. When you feel you're alone, Hector's near.
When you feel you're alone, you know someone's got your hand. When you feel you're alone, she'll lead you through any land. When you feel you're alone, but you're there. When you're there, I'm never alone. Thank you. Beautiful. That was our story. Lovely. Thank you so much, Amy.
Yay.
That was a delight.
Thank you. It made complete sense,
Yeah.
as all
Yeah.
improvised stories do.
Absolutely. It's the classic story of a secretive frog kingdom, cursed, gone into ruins. A lovely subplot of the oil extractors. We had it all.
We did. It was
Lovely.
so wonderful. And the music was so amazing, Duncan. Thank you so much.
Oh, amazing
Absolutely.
singing, Amy. I'm not sure I've ever heard you sing before. I don't think you sang. I don't think we did any music together when I was in Edmonton. So yeah, just a lovely to hear your voice. But yeah, fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
Beautiful. I wasn't watching. Did you get any song styles in the comments, Duncan? I don't think I noticed this evening.
I didn't see any styles. I was asked to put references to The Sound of Music in, which I think I did. And
very nice.
Something about River Deep, Mountain High. I got a snippet of that at one point, but I don't know if anyone noticed.
Beautiful work. Oh, everyone notices. Believe you me. Lovely. And I'm sorry to transform Bantha at the end. I saw right in the comments there that she was secretly a frog all along.
I love it. I mean, that needed to happen for sure.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Amy and Duncan. Thank you so much to all of you for watching. You are absolute legends. Thank you. If you are one of my subscribers on Patreon, a particular thanks to you. And if you'd like to become a subscriber on Patreon, there are links in the video description. Also links there. If you might have spent a couple of quid at this at the theatre, then there's a link there. No pressure. You are welcome to, should you wish to do so. We're not quite sure if we're back next week or not, so bear with us on that. If we are back next week, it'll be our 1-year anniversary of doing this show. Who can imagine this whole global situation has been going on for a year? But there we go. If it's not next week, it will be very, very soon. We will have our 1-year isolation celebrations. Thank you again. And any final words from Duncan?
Good night, everyone. Thanks for listening.
And Amy, any final words from you?
What a pleasure. Thank you both for having me.
An absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. See you again. And good night, everybody. Thank you.